The protomolecule has built a massive structure just beyond the orbit of Uranus that humanity is calling the Ring. And in classic sci-fi fashion, nobody knows what's on the other side, which scares the shit out of everyone. Abaddon's gate opens with a young belter named Neo, and he is planning to do what passes for extreme sports in the far future, taking a small ship with no transponder, flying ballistic, and seeing if he can shoot straight through the ring at 150,000 kilometers per hour, past the UN and Martian Navy vessels, just to see what happens, just to see if he can. He enters the gate. He does not come back. And that is exactly the tone that this book is going to keep for the next 500 pages. Abaddon's Gate is book 3 of the Expanse series, and it is a different book than either of its previous two predecessors. Leviathan Wakes was more of a mix of neo-noir and military thriller. Caliban's War was more of a politically focused military drama. This one is something closer to a locked room mystery, inside a cosmic horror, inside a thriller about what humanity does to itself when it's terrified. As usual in this series, the titles do a lot of lifting if you know where to look. Abaddon is a Hebrew word meaning place of destruction, the angel of the abyss, the destroyer. A gate that opens not into salvation, but into something ancient and unknowable. So the ring has settled beyond the orbit of Uranus. A massive alien structure built by the protomolecule. A flotilla of scientific and military ships from Mars, the UN, and the Belt have gathered around it. But nobody agrees on what it is. Nobody agrees on what to do about it. And into this already volatile mix, Holden and the crew of the Rocinante arrive, framed for a crime they didn't commit, with a big target on their backs. What follows is a plot of tremendous momentum and surprise, with the hidden threat of Holden's impending doom that keeps you on your toes through the entire book. Because you know something is wrong. You can feel it. The observation in this book that hit me the hardest is one that almost happens in passing. The majority of the catastrophic things that have happened to humanity in the face of the protomolecule have not been caused by the protomolecule. They've been caused by human fear. That is not a scientific observation. That is just an observation about what we are. We do get a little bit less of Holden and the crew in this book, which was a gap that I missed. But the sheer adrenaline of the stories picks up a lot of that weight. And the series takes a significant step forward in our understanding of the protomolecule and the scope of what this story is actually about. The series keeps getting bigger, it keeps getting better. We get more characters, more danger, more disasters, and somehow more focused on what it means to be human in the middle of it all. Abaddon's Gate. The abyss is open, and we walked in anyway. Bye.